Hello everyone, this is DavidViadel23 and welcome to the Mandragon's Cave. Today we are gonna be learning how to identify panels or draw panels in comic. For example, this can be applied as well for when you are watching a series, when you are watching a movie. Doesn't matter if it is a live action movie or if it is an animation movie. These types of panels, that is basically this, what you see here, like this rectangle, the frame. So by learning this, you can know what they are gonna try to explain to you or say to you. Okay, we have more or less this space to draw today. I wanna mark it more because I'm gonna be drawing some rectangles. We don't need any kind of ruler or anything. It's just gonna be, probably I'm gonna do with the mechanical pen, so for a change a little bit. And what I want to say is, this video is within the collection, within the playlist of Learn How to Draw, and it is gonna be very easy. You can do this with your kids. You can draw along with me to identify better which one is which one. We only have 6, okay? And you will see that when I explain them to you, it's very easy, very easy. So first of all, to start, I'm gonna separate this. Let's say it doesn't need to be straight, okay? Just like doing like this, like we are doing for a sketch. This should be enough, okay? So we are gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 types of panels that I'm gonna explain to you, okay? One is gonna be detail panel. The detail panel, that is the first one, is when you are reading a comic or when you are watching a movie, let's say like Lord of the Rings, and they want to show you something very small, very specific. For example, the ring of Sauron, that they will show the ring, or Frodo looking at the ring like this, like, oh, you see, if I'm looking like this, oh, this will be a detail panel. It's very close to you. It is showing that, so you understand. When we are watching for example, a movie and there is tension between the good guy and the bad guy, what they would do, they will maybe show you the eyes of the character like this, because they are very upset, okay? So the eyes are like this. There's gonna be a fight, or there's gonna be like a challenge here or something. Okay, so this, for example, would be a detail panel when they are showing you this, for example, with a very large mustache or something here, no? He's showing a detail. That is the close-up of the expression of the face, like, argh, so I'm gonna fight this guy, I'm gonna eliminate this enemy, something like this. This will be a detail panel, okay? The ring will be a detail panel, okay? They are showing you the door is gonna open on the other side. You see how the door is opening, the handle of the door opening. That is a detail panel as well, okay? That is the first one of the most important, obviously, because it's showing you details. It can show you what is the important thing, the object that you want. Very detailed, very close. We are gonna be, as you can see, expanding in size. Now from this one, we're gonna go into the number 2, that is forefront. You can call this forefront, or you can call this close-up as well, okay? This is the typical scene when a character is talking, okay? That you have the guy that is like this, okay? That is gonna be, oh, hello, it's me. It's here, I'm talking. I'm saying this, I'm saying that, okay? So the guy, this, it will be a forefront panel. And all the time, for example, all the time that you see something like this, and then they will show you another one from the other side, from behind, for the front, but it's always more or less up to the shoulders here, and then the head, okay? Introducing you, it's kind of familiar familiar. It's a close-up foreground panel, familiar, so you recognize the face, you know who is talking, who is saying what, okay? They need to say something important or specific, for example, so you need to know who is saying it, so they will do something like this, okay? Again, if you have been following this playlist, you already know how to do this, okay? If you are new to this channel, and you don't know how to do this yet, this face, for example, just click here. I'm gonna put you the beginning of the playlist, and by following this couple of videos in the playlist, I can guarantee you that with no idea of drawing, you will be able to do something like this, to draw for yourself, draw with your kids, with your family, with your friends, as a game, as a Sunday afternoon activity, whatever you want. But I can guarantee you that with these little videos, you are going to learn the basics on how to draw. Later, if you like it, you can develop it more, you can put more hours in, and even do hyperrealism if you want, okay? Do something more realistic if you want, okay? But now we are continuing with the panels, okay? Another panel that you can find in comics, in movies, in series, in graphic novels, everywhere is the middle panel, okay? Or medium-sized panel that we are going to write here, middle panel. There are different names that you can find for this. I am just trying to explain you the concept of each one of them, so you see the size, okay, and what are they showing you. This is a little bit higher than this. You will see that we have, this is half of the body, okay, introduction of a guy, half of the body here, and then the face. Hello, it's me, guy, okay, something like this. And as you can see, to the middle, let's do another hat so it looks nice like this, like cowboys. Cowboys is very important for this video, and I'm gonna explain to you why very soon, okay? So, like this. Middle panel as well, there is a challenge, there is a confrontation with two characters, there is a little bit more, showing a little bit of a scene maybe here at the back and everything, but you are focused in the character still, okay? Characters walking around as well, can be like this, something like this. Very easy to understand how we are going from a little detail, and then with the camera we are going a step back, showing the face and showing half of the body. And now next one that I'm gonna say is the American panel. American panel. This is something that if you like, that's why I'm using cowboys, guys with hats here for the reference. This is something that if you like cowboy movies, maybe you already know or you are very familiar with it. So when you are watching a movie like this, and this American panel comes from the spaghetti western, it's called, because it was Italian-made western movies in the time when when the movies like this were happening. Okay, so you have the guy. That I like to draw this scene always with the hands like this. He's not showing you the feet. It's not showing you the feet. It is showing you only up to the knee, more or less. Up to the knee, more or less. Why? It's called American panel because they had the gun here. If you remember, in these cowboy movies, they have the gun here. And when they do the duels and everything, they are challenging each other to the death, to shoot each other. They have to show the gun. They didn't want to do the middle panel because it was too close up and the gun was too down. They didn't want to do the next panel because it was too big. They wanted to do something in between, and they decided to do this type of panel, okay, where it's almost around up to the knee, and you can have multiple characters, okay, all of them coming, because all of them are gonna fight. For example, this is one with a beard, for example, I don't know, like this, but all of them are gonna be showing up to the knee because the guns are there. Okay, this is something very cowboy type of movie. If you have some sort of a streaming service in your computer, in your TV, just play a cowboys movie, okay, any cowboy movie, and you will be able to pick up all of these very easy from this video, very easy. Even if you don't like the movie, just for reference, maybe you can stop it at some point and try to draw some of these panels. And if not, you can just copy this, okay, something like this, as you can see, okay. So these are the legs, okay, the beard. I'm just drawing, as you can see, very simple, so you can identify. I'm not focusing in the drawing and teaching you how to draw. For that, you had the playlist, the other video. I'm just trying to explain to you what kind of panels you can find when you are reading a comic, when you are watching a series, watching a movie, reading a graphic novel, etc., etc., etc. Okay? There is as well, very important, here I'm drawing like in these squares, in these little squares, but when you are reading a comic, for example, it can be a long rectangle, it can be a triangle, a broken shape that is gonna do an action, okay, that is going more into detail. That another day we can talk about things like this and why you will use something like that, for example, in Dragon Ball, to showcase or to show a larger space, okay? But for now, for today, to understand this, I think we have more than enough, okay? We're gonna go one level up, that is gonna be number 5, General Panel. General Panel is something that you will have when you introduce a character, okay? So the guy is here, is coming, walking towards us. Hey, it's me, Super Cowboy. Hey, and I came here to be the sheriff of this town. And we do the sign of the sheriff here and everything, okay? So this can have waving or something here like this, okay? But you see a full body character, here. Okay, he's like, hey, how is everyone? I just arrived in town. It is me. The general panel, if the guy, for example, would be, let's say that he is coming in an animal, in a creature, let's say it's invented creature, it's going to be like a unicorn, okay, a tiny dwarf unicorn next to him. So you will have the unicorn here as well with him, okay? So the idea is that you are seeing full body. General panel is full body of him, could be introduction of the character, could be something very important, and on top of that you have some background here at the back, that you are understanding that we are entering in town, okay? There is the design for the doors here, everything. This guy is actually, this guy is arriving into town. It's a general panel. There's a little bit of everything. The character, the horse or the unicorn, that we are using a fantastic unicorn here, and then a little bit of town. All of these things are happening here, okay? The unicorn has his guns there and everything, okay? We are understanding who this cowboy is just with this general panel, okay? You will see these panels as well around when two people, they may be talking about something, and the camera can go closer as the conversation goes deeper, okay? They are talking about something random, and then they go like this, and then they go like this, and then even they go like this because they got upset and they want to do something. Very interesting, very easy, okay? Very easy to understand this. Any question that you may have, drop it in the comment section. Any other way that you have of naming this panel or naming that other panel, put it in the question as well, so people can see the different type of names, because there are different types of names, depend of the genre. If you're doing comic, if you're doing movie, if you're doing a graphic novel, depending on the country as well, you may name it another way, okay? We're gonna go now for the last one, that it is called Panoramic Panel. Panoramic panel. I'm writing very fast, okay? Another day we can do a calligraphy one, very nice calligraphy one video if you want as well. Now I'm writing very fast, but I will put the names of all of them in line in the show more section. Panoramic panel, that you may know from your phone, when you put the phone in panoramic, is very, very large image, okay? Let's say that you wanna do, this is kind of a desert mountain with some mountains, canyons here, okay? And the cowboys are there coming, for example. They're coming this way, okay? And these are mountains, some cacti there as well. Here. There is something going on there. There's another valley here, okay? More mountains. Okay, this is a very large panel when you can see how there is a part of path here, maybe. The guys are coming this way, maybe, with horses, okay. There is another mountain here, they are coming probably from here, they are coming from there, and then they are going through there. They are coming all this way. Maybe you can see small things happening here at the background. There is like a little town or something. Okay, there's some smoke. Maybe the town is on fire because the town has been attacked now. And there are a lot of horses here running around under the clouds on the sky and everything like this, okay. This is something as well, all of these steps. If you like storyboarding and you like to go into storyboarding and learn a little bit of storyboarding, this is something very nice to learn, because you are going to be drawing different scenes, like you are drawing a mini comic, okay? So this is panoramic. When you put it on your phone as well, panoramic, then you see how the camera, boom, shows a lot of space, and you can do multiple photos to showcase all the scene, okay? These guys are shouting or singing or something there and moving around, okay? Now, with this, we have all the 6 panels. I already explained to you all the 6 panels, and learn how to draw, learn how to differentiate the 6 panels that I'm showing to you here. I challenge you to watch any movie that you want, any animation movie with live action, with real people, any Disney movie, any Marvel movie, any Lord of the Rings fantasy, cowboy movies like CDS, Friends, Harry Potter, anything that you want. Watch something, read a comic, you have a comic around the house, pick up a comic and try to find these 6 panels. Maybe in some of them don't use this one, because this one is more for cinematography, for things that are bigger, for stories that want to showcase a larger world. Maybe it's enclosed into this, maybe, for example, or a little bit larger than this. But try to identify all of this. It is very easy, it is very defined, and it is like going like this, if you check it, from small to bigger, to bigger, to bigger, okay? So taking distance, like you are zooming out with the camera, zooming out, okay? You are just stepping back from the character, stepping back and seeing more and more and more of the character. This is something I taught at different levels, different schools, different universities and everything, and private schools and everything, and it is something very nice to learn and something very easy to understand, okay? As I said, any question, just drop me a message in the show more question down there. Now we finish for today. This is DavidViadel23, DavidViadel23, you can say it as you want, and this is the Mandrago's Cave. I hope you liked the video, I hope you enjoyed this little explanation, and yeah, thank you very much. I see you in the next one. Bye!